Dive into Mind Syrup, your sweet spot for science and technology enlightenment.
What if we could harness energy not just from the sun, but also from the rain and even in the dark? Imagine a world where we diversify our renewable energy sources, tapping into innovative technologies that break the boundaries of convention. Picture solar cells, but not just any solar cells. These are extraordinary cells that generate electricity from raindrops and even in pitch darkness. This is not a distant dream, but a tangible reality. In today's discussion, we will delve into the science behind these extraordinary solar cells. Solar cells have been around for decades, but recent advancements have taken this technology to a whole new level. Let's take a quick look at traditional solar cells first. These cells work by absorbing sunlight, which excites electrons and creates an electrical current. But what happens when the sun goes down, or when it's raining? Enter the New Age solar cells. They have a unique ability to generate electricity, not just from sunlight, but also from raindrops, and even in the dark. Yes, you heard right. Rain and darkness can now be sources of renewable energy too. So, what makes these cells different from traditional ones? Well, the magic lies in their special structure. These cells are equipped with a thin layer of graphene, which reacts with the ions in rainwater to create an electrical charge. In addition, they have a unique photovoltaic component that can generate power from the infrared spectrum, which is abundant even when the sun isn't visible. In other words, these solar cells have an all-weather functionality, making them a game changer in the renewable energy sector. Imagine a world where we can generate electricity regardless of the weather conditions, day or night. From a rainy day to a moonlit night, these solar cells could keep our homes running smoothly without a glitch, making us less dependent on non-renewable sources of energy. So, these New Age solar cells are not just dependent on sunlight, but also efficiently utilize raindrops and darkness. Intriguing, isn't it? Now, let's delve deeper into the workings of these solar cells that can generate electricity from raindrops. Imagine a typical solar panel. Now, add a thin layer of graphene to it. This graphene layer is a single atom thick, composed of carbon atoms arranged in a honeycomb lattice. It's incredibly strong, flexible, and most importantly, it's an excellent conductor of electricity. But how does this help generate electricity from rain? Well, when raindrops fall onto the graphene layer, they naturally separate into positive and negative ions. Rainwater isn't pure. It contains various salts which split up into ions. This separation creates what's known as a double layer of charge. Positive ions in the raindrops and electrons in the graphene. Now, here's the magic part. When the raindrop hits the graphene, it acts as a sort of natural capacitor. It's akin to a battery, with the graphene conducting the electricity from the raindrop to the underlying solar cell. The movement of electrons from the graphene to the solar cell is what generates the electric current. But it doesn't stop there. Graphene's properties also make it possible for these solar cells to generate electricity even when it's not raining. The energy from the sun causes electrons in the solar cell to get excited and jump to a higher energy level. When these electrons return to their normal state, they release energy, which is harnessed as electricity. And that's not all. The flexibility of graphene means these solar cells could potentially be used on various surfaces, from the roofs of houses to the screens of our smartphones. So we have a system that can generate electricity from both sunlight and rain using the unique properties of graphene. It's a truly fascinating example of how we can harness the natural elements around us to create renewable energy. Thus, even on a rainy day, these solar cells can continue to generate power, making them a reliable source of renewable energy. Imagine a solar cell that works even in the dark. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But in the realm of cutting-edge science, the impossible often becomes the possible. Let's delve into how these extraordinary solar cells can generate electricity in the pitch black. These nocturnal power generators are actually based on a technology called thermoradiative cells. Instead of soaking up sunlight, these cells work the night shift, capturing energy from the Earth's thermal infrared emission. Intriguing, isn't it? Here's a simplified explanation. The Earth constantly emits heat as infrared radiation. This is the remnant warmth from the sun-soaked day and the planet's own geothermal heat. Thermoradiative cells absorb this infrared radiation, and through a process akin to a reverse photovoltaic effect, they convert it into electrical energy. Think of it like this. If the standard solar cells are solar-powered calculators, then these Thermoradiative cells are like the calculator's nighttime counterparts, crunching numbers in the dark. This technology is still in its infancy, but it's rapidly maturing. It's an exciting frontier for renewable energy, promising a future where we can harness power not just from the sun, but from the night sky itself. So these solar cells are not only defying our traditional understanding of solar power, but also expanding the horizons of renewable energy. This is the power in the dark, a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless pursuit of sustainable energy solutions. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of next-gen solar cells, but what does this mean for our future? Well, let's take a moment to recap. We've delved into the potential of solar cells that can generate electricity not just from sunlight, but also from raindrops. Imagine a world where heavy rain isn't a bummer, but a boon, helping to power our homes and gadgets. Then we stepped into the realm of the seemingly impossible, solar cells that can generate power in the dark. It sounds like science fiction, but it's science fact. Now let's think about what these technologies could mean for us. Their potential applications are far-reaching. For starters, they could help us make the most of our planet's diverse weather conditions. Rainy Seattle, sunny Los Angeles, and even the darkest corners of Alaska could all be powerhouses of renewable energy. But it's not just about power generation. These solar cells could also have significant implications for water scarcity issues. As these cells generate electricity, they also produce fresh water, offering a dual solution to some of our most pressing global challenges. This isn't just about changing our energy consumption patterns, it's about reimagining them entirely. It's about harnessing the power of nature in all its forms and using it to fuel our lives in a more sustainable, reliable way. As we continue to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible, we can look forward to a future where our energy sources are as diverse, reliable, and sustainable as nature itself.
Cherish knowledge, give a thumbs up, hit subscribe, explore science and tech.